Yesterday, the water levels at River Yamuna touched a record 208.4 meters, leaving its banks and nearby places flooded. As the water level of Yamuna rose, an extreme flood alert was announced at locations around the river, while schools and offices remained closed. Heavy rains over a short period of time in Delhi and surrounding areas, together with the release of water from Hathni Kund barrage in Haryana, are the immediate cause of the flooding. However, experts pointed out that siltation and encroachments along the Yamuna River bank also played a role in exacerbating the flood situation. From Wazirabad to Okhla, there are more than 20 bridges in the 22-kilometer stretch of the river in Delhi. The obstructed flow, formation of sandbars, and the heavy rains in Himachal Pradesh too has caused the swelling of Yamuna.
So this year's flooding is more a result of the extreme rain we had on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and which has resulted in a large flow of water. And it normally takes about 2 days for this water to reach Delhi. So what has happened since Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday is now hitting Delhi after a gap of about 2-3 days. So it's the discharge from the higher mountains which has led to this large scale flooding not witnessed in the last 5 decades or so.
And that's not just the national capital. Several areas in Assam, Orissa, and Himachal Pradesh are already underwater. The reasons are numerous and fairly apparent too. Reckless deforestation and the degradation of the vegetative cover on the catchments of rivers have increased siltation in rivers like Ganga, Kosi, Brahmaputra, Yamuna, and more. Siltation reduces the water holding capacity of rivers. The discharge of waste into the rivers has added to this problem. Besides, the riverbeds and their floodplains, which are supposed to be buffer zones, have been encroached upon. And that's not all. Regulation of water flows into river systems through coordinated opening and shutting of floodgates of dams has also been lacking. Here's what experts say why India has been failing to manage its river systems.
Not necessarily it is about legality or illegality of it. We have been, constructing on the floodplains. Lots of government projects as well as private projects. It has happened inside the floodplains, which means we have a smaller buffer right now, and that means the flow would become much more intense, and which would. These kind of constructions might not necessarily affect that same place, but it would affect another place where it has been transferred, and it will become much more intense in the other part which has been affected, and that is the thing that we are seeing right now.
We have this a more recent fad is of creating these riverfront projects in India. So there is a fad that we should have more and more riverfronts, and we should somehow create concrete structures on both sides of the river, and the river flows like a canal. So that is actually a very bad idea. And in Europe, they are dismantling the riverfronts. But in India, we seem to be in a mad frenzy to develop more and more of riverfronts as tourism points.
Let's understand what can be done to improve the river systems in the country.
These are Himalayan rivers. These are not rivers originating from central India. So they come with a lot of force, and the river needs to expand. So you should allow the green part of the river bank to be retained. Follow the law. Don't allow any more encroachment than what has already happened. So that, I think, stringent action, if it is not taken, the river will, when it gets constricted, will flood much more in areas which it would normally go into. It will find its way. So the water has to find its way, it will.
Experts point out that allowing the river to take its natural course is essential for improving the river systems in India, especially the Himalayan rivers that have more intensity should be allowed to have its river banks to flow the excess water in the rainy season. Need of the hour is expeditious steps by the government to remove encroachments from river banks and expand dredging projects across major Indian rivers and their tributaries. The latter can also go a long way in fulfilling India's ambitions of deepening the maritime and waterways economy.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.
He's about to land his dream job. Business Standard.